Hey guys, welcome again. This is George. By request, this is not to take away any business from anyone out there. So when you're making comments, I'm not trying to take anybody's business. It's totally a free video, and I'm not making a penny off of this. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to make solder. So a lot of people, they buy their own solder from a supplier, which is great. Some people buy plumb, and they buy actual repair solder. I don't recommend repair solder. It might be cheaper, but what happens after a while, after the customer wears the item, it turns black where the solder is. If they go in the pool and so forth, the solder turns black. I've seen it many times. So to keep a plumb and keep the cost down, you're gonna save roughly around $10 a pennyweight. To me, that's a lot of money. Some people, they don't care. They $10 savings per pennyweight is not a lot, I guess. But anyway, this is what you gotta do. So I'm gonna go over some things. I'm gonna leave some, the actual formula, in the comments. So you don't have to write it down, but I'm gonna go through it so you get an idea. So first you need 24 karat grain. It's very important that you use 24 karat grain. You could use 22, but you're not gonna get the same flow and the solder. But I always use 24 karat grain. And you need the actual solder grain, okay? So it comes from this company. It's called United Precious Metal. I'll leave the number for you. You could call them. You could order easy solder, medium solder, hard, whatever you prefer, white or yellow, as well as it's about $20 an ounce. So if you do the math, you are gonna have a lot of savings. So here's what we're gonna do, okay? So I'm just gonna do something very quick, and I'm gonna take 1 gram of 24 karat. So we're gonna use a scale. All right, so we're gonna put in here, you can see it's one, let me change this, it's gonna be exactly 1 gram, okay? I already pre-weighed it. So let's change it so you can get an idea. So I'm gonna show you the actual formula, how it's done, okay? All right, so this is the gram here. So that's already done on the gram. So let's leave this. I know that's exactly one gram. So we need an actual calculator, and we can use your iPhone or whatever phone you have. So we're gonna take 1 gram. We're gonna do it times 24 karat gold, what we start with, and we're gonna divide it by the actual carat you want it to be, whether it's 18, 14, 10, and so forth. So I'm gonna divide it by 14 karat, then I'm gonna minus the original weight, which is 1. So it's gonna go 1 times 24 divided by 14 minus 1 equals 0.71 grams. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna add in alloy. Okay, so I'm gonna add that to that. Make sure your scale is 0, because you don't wanna add too much or too little. So you wanna come a little closer here. So we're gonna add 0.7. Making a little mess here. These little guys, they run everywhere. Okay, so 0.7, it's too much. All right. Here you go, that's close enough. All right, so I'm gonna take these here, I'm gonna break them up, okay? And now I'm gonna bring them to my heating pad. So I'm gonna put them all on the pad. Okay, that's gonna be actual 14K. If anybody else tells you you can't do it, I've been doing this for years. So I saved myself a lot of money. So I put a little bit of flux on it, okay? And we're gonna heat it up. And we're gonna mix it, we're gonna melt it so everything flows together, okay? All right, so let's do this. And I'm gonna use a block. If you notice, I have the block next to me. And I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So what the actual flux is gonna help it flow nicely. Okay, you could stop because I'm gonna edit it. So make sure you mix them really good. And you can see I kind of pound at it. You can see, because you're only doing a little bit at a time. If you're doing a big batch, then it's okay. All right. So that looks pretty good. So while it's hot, I'm gonna take my block, okay, and I'm gonna stick it on here. You see, it flattened it out. Okay. Get it off that pad. Get stuck a little bit. There you go. So I'm gonna take this right now, okay, and I'm gonna go and I'm gonna roll it, okay? If you have a rolling mill, I'm gonna take the piece and we're gonna flatten it out as thin as possible. Okay, it might be a few rolls. And we're gonna test this solder, see if it's great. Okay, a lot of times I do engrave it, so a lot of people don't make a mistake because I do have another jeweler here, so we don't want to grab the wrong solder. All right, so there's your solder here. Okay, let's test it. Okay, this is the piece, so we're gonna test it. Okay, see how good it works. So I'm gonna cut a piece, and let's test this. Okay, it's supposed to be easy. You can see how nice it flowed. Works great. Okay, and there happened to be an amethyst there, by the way. Just the reference to the old video, I guess. You can heat next to the amethyst if you know what you're doing, and take your time and practice. Okay. All right. So I hope this will help. It will save you a lot of money. I'm looking forward to making another video. Please make a lot of comments, and thanks for watching.